How's it going today, everybody? Welcome to your daily divine message. My name is Robin, and this is AriesFireTarot. Thanks so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. So the deck I'm using is the Romance Angels Oracle cards, and this is a really interesting card. I pulled the Codependency card, and here's some of the messages related to it. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. This card answers your question in perhaps a surprising way because addictions are the culprit behind the issues you're attempting to resolve. This could be your own craving for a substance or unhealthful behavior, or it could be that your partner's addictions are impacting your love life. This card is also an indication of childhood experiences in an addictive family. Addictions numb the heart to pain, but they also diminish the capacity to love. Since love is the basis of your romantic partnership, addictions become a barrier to moving forward toward true emotional intimacy. This is especially true if you are twisting yourself in knots to please a person whose dependency has lessened his or her capacity for happiness. That no-win situation will negatively affect your self-esteem and your own happiness if you continue. This is a really good card, you guys. I know some of us are involved with, or either we are that person that has an addictive personality, you know, and it could be anything. It could be excessive screen time, or, you know, if you're involved with a gamer or you're a gamer or whatever, and shopping, there's so many different addictions, smoking, drugs, alcohol, you know what I mean? It's even working out too much is an addiction that blocks out the other person, and it can leave people feeling that there's something wrong with them, you know. So it can be really damaging to be in relationships where the other person is addicted. And if you're an addictive person, then it can be really damaging not only to the people around you, but to yourself. So this is a really tricky situation, you guys. And again, like the card said, addictive behavior from your family could be impacting you right now. And, you know, if you were guided to this video, there's a reason for that. There's a reason I pulled this card. So this book goes on to say about 12-step programs and blah, blah, blah. But, you know, we're all adults watching this video. If you've got a problem, you're probably already aware of it, you know. If your partner has a problem, you're probably already aware of that too. So all I can say is that if you're not ready to get help, or your partner is not ready to get help, you might want to slowly work towards that. If you're considering dating somebody that has an addiction, that's a really slippery slope. Like, some of us can have this like savior sort of to the rescue personality. And if you're a healer, you can draw in damaged people because it's your nature to heal people. But that's not a good place to be in a partnership if you're constantly healing other people, because not only does it suck the life out of you, it damages you, and it puts you in a pattern of continually dating people that aren't at the level that you need them to be. I'm not slamming anybody for having an addiction, because you know what, honestly, like, I smoked for years. I had a lot of bad habits, let's just put it that way, and I had a very damaging lifestyle for a long time. But I finally had an awakening moment where I realized that, you know, I was alienating everybody around me, and you know, I wasn't having good relationships with anybody. So I finally put it to a stop. So I know what I'm talking about. I've dated highly addictive people, obviously, because, you know, when you're in the state of addiction, you gravitate to people with the same addiction, so you feel better about yourself. So it's a really messy situation, you guys. All I can say is that if you're ready to get help, get the help. And if you're just starting to date somebody with an addiction, I mean, I don't usually give like strict advice on these or any reading, really. Like, my advice is just to stay away from that person until they're healed. I mean, even the 12-step programs, they They advise that somebody that is going through the 12-step program be clean for a year before they start dating. So if you're going to get into a relationship because you think that you can help somebody end their addiction, it's really damaging. Anyway, that's enough about that, you guys. Let me know your story in the comments. I know some of you have shared some really, really amazingly personal stories, and I'm not afraid to share my personal story here, you guys, either, because I'm here to help with my experience. I wouldn't be able to do this, the tarot reading, if I didn't have this vast expansive history of experience with a lot of damaging behavior for myself and other people. So anyway, blah, 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 Robin. Time to wrap it up. Thanks, you guys, for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Looking forward to your comments as always, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.